and finding out that we are blacks, actually finding out that we are from Africa. Another challenge we face is we cannot use the public means, because when we try to use the, like if you want to use a bus and you enter a bus, all the Chinese come out. They all come out and they leave you in the bus alone, like they are protesting they can't travel with an African. Another challenge is we are not allowed to use, like to go to the supermarkets to buy what we want. We cannot use the hotels. When we go there, after checking your passport, the only thing they tell you is go away, please go away. When you insist like you want you want something, they call the police, and what the police tells you is please go away. Then another issue is another challenge is some of our friends have been thrown out of the houses they've been renting with no reason, not anything. The landlord just comes one morning and tells you, please make sure that today you leave my house. And another thing is, another challenge is they are forcing us to test for COVID-19 because they come to our houses with no notification. They just come to your house and ask for your passport. If you're African, they tell you that we've come to test for COVID-19. If you're not African, they tell you no. And when they come, after testing, they only tell you that we shall call you after 3 days when you're positive, and if you're not positive, no one will call you. They don't leave you with any document to see that you have tested or that you can show to any other person that you have tested. Those are some of the challenges, and we also face a challenge of food. Like we don't have food as for now. We don't have money for rent, and we ask the government to please intervene.
All right. So Victoria, if I may ask, what city in China are you?
I'm in Shenzhen city.
Right, so have you tried to engage, the Ugandan embassy in China to see if there's any intervention that can come through?
Yes, thank you so much. In the last week of January, I was talking to our chairman at the embassy, Ugandan embassy in Beijing, and he told us that the government has not put any provision for anyone. Then in February, I tried to go to the consulate because now our situation was bad, because I'm not alone, we are very many. They told me the same thing, that the government doesn't put in provision for anyone. Then I contacted the ambassador himself. It's 1 week back since I contacted the ambassador. He told me the same thing. Then last Saturday, I contacted him again. The ambassador told me that every Ugandan everywhere needs the government's help, and the government cannot give help to anyone. And the only thing we can do is to contact our families. At this point, also our families are in quarantines, and for us, we are also in a lockdown, and our families cannot help us. So what we chose to do after that, we created a group. We started seeking for amnesty. And at this time, we have all gathered ourselves. We are above 100 seeking for amnesty.
Okay, Victoria. Victoria, if I can chip in, what kind of help do you want the government to give you at this time?
We want the government to intervene and help us push the amnesty thing, because we cannot do it at individual level. As I've said, that we contacted all the people to help us, like the ambassador, the consulate, and the chairman at the embassy, and no one could help. So now we want the government to help us intervene and push the amnesty thing, because China's amnesty is not like any other developed country's amnesty. Here, when you seek for amnesty, you're still forced to pay a fine. And that money is between 3,000 and 5,000 RMBs. And we don't have that money for this time, because we've been in the lockdown for 3 months now, and we don't have that money.